I'm sure everyone watching is thinking, what is the draft going to be this week? And if you haven't guessed it, come on, get your thinking caps on, because these guys... The theme this week for our Lego draft is bold characters. How do you feel about this, guys?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's very tongue-in-cheek, this one, because obviously, as you guys know, who listen to this podcast on a regular basis, the 3 or 4 people who listen to this very regularly, Sam and I, we discuss our ideas for the podcast like a week in advance, and we kind of plan how we're going to do things. And when I got the message on my WhatsApp about the topic and the structure of this episode, and then I scrolled down to the very bottom and I saw Lego draft, Jamie versus Josh, bold characters. I just went, I mean, fair enough, but I was also like, why did I not see this coming? I just,
It's our trademark.
Yeah.
Bearded, glasses and bald.
Yeah,
I was tempted to go beard and bold, but we left it at just bold for this week, and I did discuss this with Josh very quickly, that actually this was a bit of a cop out for me because it meant that I didn't have the stress of failing at the draft. But I would, before we get into this, and I'll try and put a screenshot up of last week's results. We kind of put our drafts last week, which were kind of heroic characters outside of the main themes of Lego. We put it to the vote, and I'm very pleased to announce that I got 100% of the vote there. But
I demand a recount.
It was solely down, I think, to the inclusion of Raphael last week, which I did very well to get in there. But I would like to point out that Josh didn't vote for himself.
No.
Because he could have voted on it.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
That's a little bit... It's a little bit self-deprecating, though, isn't it? Voting for yourself. It's kind of like when you upload something to, like, Facebook.
I wasn't
TikTok,
above it, Josh.
Instagram.
I wasn't above it.
So...
I like my own posts all the time, Josh.
No,
at least you can vote.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not that. I don't want to be that guy. But now that I know that this podcast poll is rigged, I'm going to have to start voting for myself now.
Hey, there were plenty of other people that voted that did not vote for you, so don't worry about it.
Travesty.
Okay. So, as I've said, this week's Lego draft is all about bold characters. Now, I don't know either of your picks. All I know is how many you have both picked. Josh has gone... He's gone out of fear and picked 16 characters. I think he's worried about what direction... I think Jamie's knowledge is so vast that... he could have kind of gone anywhere with this, and so Josh is kind of covering all bases here.
I've hopefully gone clever, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I think that every week, Jamie. every single week I come into this draft thinking, I've got a winning team here. And actually what happens is Seamus from Just 15 Bricks goes, actually, and then shoots me down immediately. So.
Of course Seamus does.
So, right, we will get into it. I think, Josh, you'll have to concede that because Jamie is our special guest this week, that he will have to go first on the draft, if you're happy with that.
Absolutely. I was going to offer the floor to him first as the guest, and obviously he is going to go travelling, so we're not going to be hearing from him for a while. So I am more than happy to let Jamie take the floor and have the pressure of first pick in this draft. So the floor is yours, sir.
Okay, so pick number 1 is the classic Darth Vader.
Nice.
Josh, did Darth Vader as a bold character occur to you at any point?
He did, but again, I thought Jamie would pick a Star Wars character, just not early on, so that's kind of thrown me off kilter a little bit.
Very nice.
Okay.
Talking of, actually, I mean, I will probably cut this from the video, but is he going to focus? No, he's not focusing. There he is.
Yeah.
Right, there he is.
That is again from the bowl of characters that I found at my parents' house. He was there. Nice. So yeah, bold Darth Vader, great first choice. So Josh, now that you know Jamie's already won the draft, how are you feeling?
I mean, it's a case of do I respond with somebody equally as powerful as Darth Vader, or do I reply with something that I feel could take Darth Vader on and match him pound for pound? So only time will tell how this is going to pan out.
Just remember, this draft is all about coolness. It's the figures, isn't it? It's how cool is that minifig?
Absolutely.
So you go for it. You let us know.
Right. Well, in that case, then I am going to be picking Lex Luthor from the DC supervillains that came with DC supervillains. I think that is a fantastic minifigure. I love the look of it, and I mean, it's Lex Luthor. If you can go toe to toe with Superman, you definitely deserve to be a pick in a Lego draft as well. So
very nice, strong start. Back to you then, Jamie.
All right, I'm going Samukai from Ninjago. So Samukai is the skeleton with the 4 arms with the opposable jaw.
Nice.
Very nice. I don't know it. I'm just doing a very quick Google now of Samukai.
It's like a little loincloth thing. It's a very cool fig.
Oh, yeah, very nice. That is a cool minifig. That's very different. Okay, on to your second then, Josh.
I am going to pick, for my second choice, I am going to be picking from set 70901, and that is Mr. Freeze.
Oh, nice. Mr. Freeze. He has gone DC. Very, very unlike you, Josh. We normally go down the Marvel route, so
see?
Going different.
I've been practicing.
Okay, on to the third pick then, Jamie.
All right. Again, I'm going spooky. I'm going to go the Ghost from Monster Fighters.
Ooh, okay.
Jamie, we should have known that this was going to happen with Jamie on, that we were going to go all over the place.
Yeah.
Ghost.
So that's the one with the frowny face and the glow-in-the-dark cowl rather than the smiley face.
It almost looks like a minifig with a sheet over it, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Classic. Awesome. Okay, Josh.
I mean, if we're going to be picking coolness, we're going to be picking characters that just ooze coolness, and I'm going to have to pick, and I don't know how familiar you guys are with this one, but I'm going to be picking 71024, and that is Jack Skellington.
Oh,
nice.
Good shout.
Nice.
Good
I think that might be a popular one, but great shout.
Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, back to you then, Jamie. 2 left.
Yeah, I'm trying to think which one to keep at the end. So 4, I'm going Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Nice. Okay.
Now we did a Lord of the Rings one a couple of weeks ago, and I think Gollum was on reserve list. Didn't quite make the top 5, but a very strong choice. I think he was considered by all. I think it's a very strong looking 4 so far, Josh. So how are you going to match it?
I mean, if you're going to go for if you're going to go for monsters, if you're going to go for ninjas, and you're going to go for obviously a former ring bearer from Lord of the Rings, you're going to have to respond in kind. So I am picking the only figure that has the only minifigure that has appeared in one set at time of recording, and that is going to be Blade from the Daily Bugle.
Oh, nice. I knew
Blade's in the Daily Bugle?
Yes, he is.
Oh, I didn't know he was in it. I knew you got Punisher, but I didn't know
Blade's in it as well, yeah.
They have gone all over the place on Daily Bugle, haven't they? They've kind of picked all over Marvel. Very nice. Yeah, Blade is a strong one, Josh. It's a good choice. I knew there would be Marvel in there somewhere.
Hey, I said I wasn't messing around this week, and I said if I was going down, I was going to take Jamie with me. So again, I'm going all out.
Okay, so Jamie, we're on to the last one.
So I'm going to finish strong, hopefully, with one of my favourite minifigures from Marvel. I'm going Ghost Rider.
Okay,
nice.
Okay.
That's got Josh worried. We talked about Ghost Rider a couple of weeks ago. Actually, there's a new mech coming next year, I think, and we were discussing how cool the minifigure was going to be because of how cool other Ghost Rider minifigures have been. So
I'm going the OG one that came with Spider-Man and Hobgoblin, not the one with the metal face. So the original Johnny Blaze.
Awesome. Strong 5 there. Right, Josh, give us your final one and then we'll go through the teams.
Okay, so I am also going to be finishing off with Marvel as well. And I mean, you look at Marvel, you look at some of the characters that are within that theme, but I am going to be picking, again, another character that, as far as I know, has only appeared in one set, and that is from set 76194. That is The Watcher from the Marvel What If Sicarian, Tony Stark Sicarian mech.
Nice. That is a very interesting one. Okay, those are some pretty eclectic teams, I think. There,
a lot of supernatural going on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not the route that I was kind of thinking. My thoughts immediately went to hairless, and I don't know why, but it just got stuck in my head that Gungans had no hair.
Yeah.
You could have Jabba. You could have, Jabba, you could have Jar Jar.
Well,
Greedo.
There was the thing was as well. Like I said, maybe like Venom as well, because Venom doesn't have any hair. Carnage doesn't have any hair, and I even because obviously I had 16 to pick from, and I was basing my picks around what Jamie had gone for. I mean, on my reserve list there was Thanos because there's like different versions of Thanos. I also had Nizam from Prince of Persia as well. So
would you guys would you have accepted Shakespeare?
I mean, Sam, would you have accepted Shakespeare?
Yeah, I think so. I think if majority bold, I think counts.
Yeah, it's got the hair on the side.
It's just,
yeah. So I left him out just in case. I went full chrome dome just in case.
Fair.
Nice. Okay, so for those listening, final team. So we'll go through Jamie's team first. Started off with a classic Darth Vader, then Samukai, the Ghost from Monster Fighters, Gollum, and Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. I think that's a very, very strong team. And then going over to Josh, started off with a couple of DC characters. We had Lex Luthor and Mr. Freeze, followed by Jack Skellington, then Blade, and finally the Watcher. So I think
Jack might have won that one. Jack's a cool.
Looking through them, I think Jack Skellington may have a little fan base going on there that you may pick up some votes, Josh. But I do think they're both very strong overall teams. But again, we'll have to let the audience decide, and we'll let Jamie know when we record next week who the winner was overall. But that rounds us off this week, guys. I think we've done quite well to only stick to. I've just looked at the time; it's only an hour and a half. Yeah. We've done quite well.
One thing I will notice, though, looking back at the draft as well, is neither of us picked Voldemort as a character as well. Actually, he was one person that neither of us had picked.
It was a bit of a boring figure.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I thought he'd been a safe bet.
I was just about to say.
So, yeah, I'm happy with that.